This video is produced with the Storyum application. If you want to create unique videos for your own channel, visit our website through the channel information. Let's dive into 10 shocking historical facts that will undoubtedly surprise you. First up, did you know that Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid? Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, lived around 30 BC. The Great Pyramid of Giza was completed around 2560 BC. This means there was a gap of over 2,000 years between the pyramid's construction and Cleopatra's reign, while the moon landing occurred in 1969 AD, just under 2,000 years after her death. This fact challenges our perception of ancient history and reminds us how time can distort our understanding of relationships between historical figures. Next, let's talk about the Great Emu War of 1932 in Australia. In an unusual attempt to control the emu population, soldiers were deployed to combat these large flightless birds that were destroying crops in Western Australia. Armed with machine guns, the soldiers faced a surprising challenge. The emus proved to be remarkably agile and resilient. They evaded capture and continued to wreak havoc, leading to a series of failed operations. Ultimately, the emus won the war, and the military withdrew, making this one of the more bizarre chapters in Australian history. Moving on to our third fact, we find ourselves in the realm of ancient Rome. In the 1st century AD, Roman Emperor Caligula famously declared war on the sea. Legend has it that he ordered his soldiers to collect seashells as spoils of war after an unsuccessful military campaign against Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. This peculiar episode highlights the eccentricities of Caligula's reign and serves as a reminder that not all historical events are marked by grandeur and glory. At number 4, let's examine the origins of the word quarantine. The term derives from the Italian phrase quaranta giorni, which means 40 days. During the Black Death in the 14th century, ships arriving in Venice from infected ports were required to anchor for 40 days before passengers and crew could go ashore. This practice was an early attempt to control the spread of disease and reflects society's ongoing battle with epidemics throughout history. Fifth on our list is the fact that Viking women had more rights than many women in medieval Europe. Viking society was surprisingly progressive for its time. Women could own property, initiate divorce, and reclaim their dowries if their marriages ended. While they were often depicted as warriors and shield maidens in popular culture, their social status was more complex and empowered compared to their contemporaries in other parts of Europe. For our sixth fact, we travel to the 19th century and the invention of the first computer programmer, Ada Lovelace. In the mid-1800s, she worked with Charles Babbage on his analytical engine, a mechanical general-purpose computer. Lovelace wrote what is considered the first algorithm intended for implementation on a machine, making her the first computer programmer in history. Her pioneering work laid the groundwork for future developments in computer science, but her contributions remained largely unrecognized for many years. Seventh, let's discuss the infamous dancing plague of 1518 in Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire. Hundreds of people reportedly danced uncontrollably for days without rest, leading to exhaustion and in some cases death. Historians speculate that this phenomenon could have been caused by mass hysteria or ergot poisoning from contaminated rye. This curious event serves as an example of how collective behavior can manifest in unexpected ways. At number 8, we have the curious fact that in the early 1900s, a man named William Howard Taft became the first sitting U.S. president to own a car. Taft, however, had a unique predicament. He got stuck in the White House bathtub due to his size. Although this story has been exaggerated over time, it reflects the challenges he faced as the heaviest president in U.S. history and highlights the intersection of technology and politics in that era. Ninth, we uncover a bizarre practice from the early 20th century known as mummy unwrapping parties. Wealthy individuals would host gatherings where they would unwrap mummies, often to satisfy their curiosity and fascination with ancient Egypt. This morbid trend reflects a period when Egyptology was becoming a fashionable pursuit. However, it raises ethical concerns about respect for human remains and cultural heritage. Finally, rounding out our list is the fact that the shortest war in history lasted just 38 to 40 minutes. On August 27, 1896, the Anglo-Zanzibar War erupted between the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. The Sultan's forces were overwhelmed by the British Navy, leading to a swift victory. This war exemplifies how political conflicts can sometimes be resolved in the most unexpected and rapid ways. These 10 shocking historical facts illustrate just how unpredictable and fascinating our past can be. History is filled with surprising twists and turns that challenge our understanding of the world and remind us that truth can often be stranger than fiction. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Storyum, for more intriguing historical insights and unique content.